This week, Supreme is doing a collaboration with none other than Des Garcons. It's CDG, okay? Supreme CDG.
I feel like I'm chosen, I'm covered in gold.
Welcome back, friends, to another edition of Fauntleroy's Finest, and today we're going to take a look at Supreme's drop list for the Week 11 Fall/Winter 21 season.
Surprise, motherfucker.
And yes, we have another huge collaboration this week. It's Supreme doing a collaboration with CDG, and specifically it's Wana Watanabe from Des Garcons. I don't know how to say any of that. I'm sure it was all wrong.
Got him!
I think we're finally getting a collaboration that's like, it feels like some good stuff coming out this week. I know some people are saying this is a brick week. I disagree. Usually the CDG stuff does really, really well on the aftermarket, and that's just by itself, not necessarily with another company or with Supreme. Obviously their shoes are pretty popular, but their clothing is actually really popular as well.
Yeah, boy.
The only downside I can see to this collaboration, I don't have retails yet, and I'm expecting them to be up here, you know, maybe even up here. You can't even see how high that is.
There's Tegrity, Tegrity Plus, and Tegrity Elite.
So they are giving us 19 items this week. There will be a CDG item in almost every single category except for sneakers, which is weird. But they're giving us some jackets, they're giving us hoodies, they're giving us accessories, they're giving us t-shirts, premium tees, work shirts, sweaters, zip-up jackets, all kinds of stuff. And honestly, I really, really dig most of this stuff. I think it's all pretty fire. I think this is one of the better collaborations that they've done in a few seasons, to be honest with you. There's not going to be a ton of product for any of these items because they are going to be more on the designer side. As of this moment, only the CDG items have been announced, but we have 19 of them, so that's plenty enough for me to give you a top 5 items of the week. For my number 5 item this week, I'm going to go with the hats that are coming out for the CDG collab. First off, we have this CDG Supreme Nature hat, and it looks like there are 2 different images on this hat depending on which color you go for. I only see a black and a white option here. I don't really like either of the graphics, necessarily one over the other, I mean. And if you're gonna grab one, I would go with the black one. And I personally like this beanie, actually a little bit better than the hat. I mean, I'm sure it's gonna be a little cheaper as well. And specifically, I like the black one of these beanies. I'd probably be totally down to grab one of these and a hat if I could. Again, I'm looking at these as multi-cart items. Don't just go buy a hat or a beanie on your own.
Stop it. Get some help.
Unless that's just the only thing you want there and it's just for you, do whatever you want. But if you're looking to try to like make a little bit of profit on this stuff, just never single cart hats. It's just not a good idea unless you're getting like something really, really good. All right, guys, for my number 4 item, I'm going to cheat a little bit. I'm going to do these 4 CDG items. This is kind of like my CDG jackets place, okay?
Enemy spotted.
First off, we have a hooded sweatshirt. For some reason, this is the most upvoted item on Supreme Community. I mean, at the end of the day, it's literally just another hoodie. It's almost entirely blank, except for that one little spot on the front here. Now, the quality of these are probably going to be nicer than the normal Supreme ones because they're going to be CDG blanks, I believe. But it's kind of a plain hoodie. The ones with the patterns on it are maybe more interesting, but I don't actually like those patterns very much. So if I was going to wear one of these hoodies, it would probably be just the black one. If you are going to go for these, I would definitely go XL, XXL if they have them. I mean, at the end of the day, if you want to be safe, go black, but there's better things to get than this dang sweatshirt. So if you don't want it for a personal, I'd probably just pass on it. And then next we have this Gore-Tex jacket from CDG Supreme. Honestly, this thing is really cool. I know the Gore-Tex one is going to be so expensive and it's not even going to be worth your time, but this reminds me of like that old Illegal Business Controls America jacket that they used to have. That's what this kind of reminds me of, so I'm getting like old Supreme vibes off of this particular jacket, so I do think this is a great jacket. This would be an awesome one to rock. This is a really cool jacket at the end of the day. And then I have the zip-up hooded sweatshirt from this collaboration. Now this one was very busy when I first saw it, and I was like, whoa, what is this?
What are you looking at?
It has slowly grown on me. I really like the one with the light blue on the front. I think that's actually a really, really nice jacket. Again, I know these are going to be really expensive, but I think the pink one could do really well for this. I think the blue one could do really well for this. Basically, I think they did a really good job with all 3 of these colorways. I know it looks really busy, but when you start just kind of taking it in, it flows together and it makes sense. It actually does have a ton of branding on it, but it's not really that in your face because the whole jacket just has so much going on that you don't notice it either. So this one's really growing on me. If I did this video tomorrow, I might put this one up a little higher on my list, but right now it's at a solid number 4 for the week. And then finally, my favorite jacket of the week is this patchwork puffy jacket. I love the subtlety of this jacket. I really like the olive colorway better than the black. That's one of the first times that I'll ever not recommend going for the black version first.
That's what she said.
I just think the olive one looks so good. I don't think you can go wrong with either of these, because obviously black is a much more wearable color every day. I think this is a great jacket. I really hope that the price point isn't too crazy on it, because this would be one that I would like to go after if I have the chance. All 4 of these items are probably going to be a little more expensive than you're used to for jackets and for hoodies and that kind of thing, so just pay attention to the retails on all these things, and if any of the prices aren't too crazy, just go for it.
Those are sexy.
Alright guys, now for my number 3 items this week, I'm going to do both t-shirts from the CDG collab. Mainly I'm going to put these on here because the price point is going to be most likely the lowest of everything barring the hats or the beanie, and I think you'll be able to get some return off of these t-shirts. Obviously I would say go XL in black for all of them. So first off we have the CDG Supreme Bug Tee. For some reason I really like it when shirts do this kind of a thing where you have the bug on the front and then on the back of it you look at the back of the bug. I'm definitely a fan of the bug shirt, and I'm definitely going to try to grab one. I think if you're looking for these to flip or anything like that, definitely go XL, XXL in black. Those are going to be the ones that do the best. And then the second t-shirt is the Supreme CDG Nature shirt. So it's the same images that are on the hats that we looked at before. There's like a scuba diver and a deer in the woods. Now this shirt has both images on the shirts. So both shirts have the image, a black shirt and a white shirt. Again, I would say if you want to get these to flip, black XL or XXL are going to be your best bet in these. I don't really see that nature shirt flipping or people wanting to buy that one, where I could see people wanting to buy the bug shirt more, but there's not really any branding on that bug shirt, and the other shirt has better branding, so I think both of these are kind of a, you know, whichever one you can get a hold of.
That's pretty good.
My number 2 item of the week are going to be the Supreme CDG Patchwork Cargo Pants. Again, I really love the olive colorway in these pants. I think they look really good, and it really pulls out that patchwork pattern much better than the black versions of these jeans. Usually with pants, you should target the bookend sizes, so either the biggest size they make or the smallest size that they make. I usually just go for 30s because, again, that's my size, so if I do get a pair of pants and for some reason they brick or I like them a lot, I keep them myself. If these particular pants are in the neighborhood of like $200, $250, I might be keeping these for myself. If I do get a pair, I think these are the best pants that Supreme has made in quite a long time. I don't expect these to stay in stock very long. If you have a chance to get these, I would go for them. Do not balk, just grab them. They're going to do really well in the future. And so after a day of taking in this entire list, my number 1 item of the week is the Supreme CDG Brushed Camo Sweater. So this is going to be a really, really nice piece. The shirt itself is made out of mohair. It's going to be kind of expensive, I'm sure, but again, there will not be very many of these made. This will be a very, very hard item to grab, even if no one wants it. I guarantee you they're not going to make but a handful of these damn things. And if you can get one of these in like an XL and hold on to it, I guarantee you you're going to make a ton of money off of it. If retail too damn high, then maybe we can just admire this piece from afar. This is, to me, the best piece of the collaboration. I think this is one of the best collaborations that we've had in a few seasons, honestly, because I can pick out at least a handful of items here that could have been on this list, that probably should have been on this list, that it didn't add. But at the end of the day, I'm going with a sweater. Now, there are a few items that I do want to talk about that I do think have some potential down the road. I meant to add this backpack into the list somewhere. I just didn't know where to fit it. I do feel like it's a solid like 3.5 type of an item, but I don't think it's better than the cargo pants, and I don't think that it's better than the sweater necessarily, but I do think that these could have quick return on investment. If these backpacks are really, really expensive, I might say to hold off on it, but I do think these could go for like $350, possibly $400. They're a big backpack. They're about double the size of the normal Supreme backpack, so there's a lot of storage in these. I do think there will be a premium price point on these, so just pay attention to what it is. If it's like around $250, I think you'll be okay. If it's over that, that's probably what resale would be in it anyway. I'm also a fan of this printed work jacket. It gives me that illegal business item kind of vibe on the back, and I think the front of it's really nice. I think the plaid colorway is the best in this. Again, if you go XL, you'll probably make a pretty decent amount of money off of this. I think they did a really good job on these pieces. I just wish that this design would have been put on something that, you know, most people could afford to buy, because I know these are going to be expensive as well, but they're super, super cool. And of course, what is a Supreme release without some keychains, huh? You got the little bug keychain. Again, if you're going to grab anything this week that you think you'll have a chance to put a second item in the cart, why don't you grab one of these and throw a hat in or a beanie in as well when you get it, and just get out of there with some free shipping. I would assume most likely that anything you buy from the CDG collaboration is probably going to be over $200 anyway, so you might not have to worry about shipping this week. I think either colorway of this little keychain would be a great addition to any multi-cart that you wanted to put out this week.
Okay.
We are done. I got through this list. There you go, your top 5 items and a couple of extra ones just to sprinkle in for good measure. Did you like my list? Am I wrong? Did I leave something off that I should have put on? Let me know below. Also, don't forget to subscribe here. When we hit 500 subscribers, I'm going to put together a massive, super awesome reseller starter kit. So that should be coming up in the next month or so.
Nice.
Either way, guys, I want to thank you so much for joining me this week. I hope you're able to get everything that your little hearts desire. And I hope you have a great rest of your week, and I will see you next video.
Let's go Brandon, hey, hey, let's go Brandon, hey, hey, let's go
Brandon, we know he capping. Patriots out in the street taking action.